back to my channel Education My First Right. And even if today you have not liked and subscribed my channel, please do the same just to encourage me further to introduce new videos in different sectors, in different segments. Today I will add a new segment to my video library, that is to remember the great scientist because of whom our life is so easy today. Like there are stars, there is pole star, there are superstars, and today I'm going to talk about a mega star. I hope you are right. If we go and if we tell someone as a mega star in the field of science and technology, definitely the first name would be Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 and he left the world on 18th April 1955. So there is a total career span of 76 years, 1 month and 4 days. And we all are aware of the revolution, the innovation, the great things that happen in this time domain. I will be framing his life in 3 segments: initial incidents, his professional incidents, and some of the very famous and memorable incident that happened in the life of this great scientist. If I talk about the initial incident, Einstein was born with a big head, which was a matter of concern for his parents because that was bigger than the average size of the heads of the babies at that time. They were really very concerned for this, and to add to this concern, Einstein could not speak a single word for almost 4 years of his age. The first sentence that Einstein framed was, "The soup is hot," which makes their parents surprised and happy at the same time. So it is also believed that he was not very interested to play with the kids of his age. Rather, he was interested to understand the natural phenomena, understand the environment, and also he was curious to see different plant species. And it was his father Hermann Einstein who seeded this scientific curiosity in his mind by bringing a magnetic compass to Albert Einstein. Albert was so very confused and puzzled with the way this magnetic compass was working, and this is the beginning of his scientific curiosity. He was not very good at studies from the very beginning, but because of his hard work and sincerity and firm determination, what we have today is the scientist of many centuries, Albert Einstein. Though it is regarded that Albert Einstein was the founder of the world's most famous equation, E is equal to mc square, but Einstein was much ahead of this. He was much ahead of this. In the year 1921, Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics for his work with photoelectric emission. Photoelectric emission is a phenomenon of electron emission from a material when light shines on it. And I think most of us are also aware that photoelectric emission phenomena is one of the founder pillar for the development of quantum mechanics. In totality, Einstein in his name has 300 scientific and 150 non-scientific publications, which speaks the volume of work that Einstein did. However, his name was associated with many universities across the world because at that time he was, even today, he was such a star. He's such a star in the field of science and technology that each and every single institute, universities, they want Einstein to be associated with them. But Einstein chosen Princeton University because of its environmental and working condition to work with them. And there was a famous incident when Einstein went to join Princeton University. The then administrative head came to him and asked that please provide me with a list of different equipments and accessories that you need in order to continue your research. To his surprise, Einstein demanded just for few things, which included one blackboard, some chalks, papers and pencil, and a big dustbin. The authority was confused about this big dustbin. Einstein politely told them that you see, I generally commit too much of mistakes while calculations. And he admitted that the great Albert Einstein, he used to commit mistakes in his research, in his calculation. And today, what we all claim that we don't do mistakes. So it is an eye-opener for all of us that it's okay to commit mistakes. And also, the bigger the problems, the higher the probabilities of committing mistakes. So, we should not be afraid of committing mistakes. Our objective should be very clear that we are going to make a benchmark of our research, but don't be afraid of committing mistakes, because mistakes are the part and parcel of your project, of your work. So, Einstein was also against the rote learning method of teaching. That is also called as the cramming method. In this method, what we do, even today, somewhere it is existing, that we understand that by repeating certain things, we could learn it better. But this was opposed by the greats of Albert Einstein. Well, after completing the initial phase discussion and his professional career, now I'll be talking about few lighter moments of his life. And as we all know that Einstein was, he doesn't believes in remembering small things. So there is one incident which is also a very famous incident, that the famous Princeton University to home journey. Once Einstein was traveling from Princeton University to his home, and because of his usual habit of not remembering smaller things, so he don't remember his home address. He hired a taxi, and unfortunately or fortunately, this taxi driver, this gentleman, doesn't recognize Einstein by his face. Einstein asked him, "Brother, do you know the home address of Albert Einstein?" He said, "Yes sir, why not? Who in Princeton doesn't know where Einstein resides?" Einstein laughingly said that I am Albert Einstein and I don't remember my home address. So these are the things which encourage us, these are the sign of the great mind. This thing hardly matters for him to remember. The second important, or maybe the second incident that has been told to us, is the famous Princeton train journey. Once Einstein was traveling from Princeton to somewhere, and the ticket collector came and asked him for his ticket. Einstein searched the ticket everywhere, from his pocket to his wallet to his bag and even in his seat. But he could not manage to find the ticket. The ticket collector knows him by face. He said, "Albert, it is absolutely okay. I'm convinced that you have the ticket." And he left, and he started looking for tickets of other fellow passengers. But he was surprised when he turned back. He saw Einstein was laying down on the floor and he was searching his ticket desperately. He rushed to Einstein and he said, "Albert, I already told you it is absolutely okay. I know that you purchased the ticket. Please don't mind. You carry on your journey." He said that, "Brother, it is okay for you. But if I cannot find my ticket, how can I know where I am going? So like these are the incidents that is related to his life. And once there is an incident that he was talking to a group of friends and somebody asked him his telephone number. He said that he don't remember. Then he rushed to a nearby telephone directory and can find his number. He said that, take it, this is my number. And he said that if I can find something so easily in a common reference book, why to burden my brain with those informations? So these are the sign of great Albert Einstein. Even after hundred of years, people are still continuing to find something new from his research, and I hope there is many more new things are yet to come from his equations. And the scientific community can never forget Albert Einstein. He is, he was, and he will be the role model for many of us. I thank you all once again to watch this complete video related to the life of Albert Einstein, and I hope I will get your comments and your suggestions, and I will include more video of this kind. Thank you very much, and still if you have not liked and subscribed, please do the same. Thank you very much. Thank you.